Spotlight! This time on Comic Spotlight, Tom Herskowitz, Ken Mathias, and I'm your host, Videobob! I like groceries. I love going shopping, getting more groceries. I love you know, you go into the store and you already know what you want to get when you walk in. Yeah, I'm gonna get some Q-tips, I'm gonna get some shampoo, you know, and maybe I'll pick up some bread and some milk, and if I'm gonna get milk, I might as well get cereal. The hardest thing in the world to pick out. You could buy a house, a car, decide to have children. These are all easier decisions than picking out cereal. You know, you get down that aisle, you're just like a zombie, you're just, oh my God. It used to be easy to pick out cereal when you were a kid because basically, you know, you just look for whichever had the best prize in the box, right? Best prize. Well, now I pick it out based on the prize in the bottom of my toilet bowl. You're like, bran and wheat and, oh, look, marshmallows, marshmallows, we want that. Go digging in the bottom. You never wash your hands either. You're like, screw it, you know, it's my cereal. Get the crappy little prize out of there. I like Captain Crunch. You guys like Captain Crunch? Little yellow chunks of wax. It's like impenetrable by milk. It's like little pebbles, you know? It's got that nice little waxy oil stain floating on top. I don't know why it is, no matter how old I get, I never remember to take the spoon out of the bowl when I put it in the sink and turn the water on full blast, because it hits the spoon and you get this nice little umbrella of water that hits the toaster, the back, and of course, you know. I think that goes along the same lines of cooking naked. Don't ever cook naked. Oh, you know, it starts off innocent enough, you know, you have a little rumble with your honey, you know what I'm saying? You say, hey baby, I'm gonna go in the kitchen and get us something to drink, and then your tummy's grumbling after your workout. Decide you're gonna maybe have some eggs, have some bacon. Next thing you know, you're standing there naked, holding a spatula. And I know you're picturing me this way now. Next thing you know, pop! You get hit with hot grease someplace you never want to get hot grease, and I have the scars to prove it.
Show them, Bob. Show them.
Hey, this is Carrot Top. You're watching Comic Spotlight. Look out!
Y'all digging it so far? Y'all getting enough alcohol? Y'all know that there's a minimum, you know. I don't drink alcohol. I'm glad that I don't drink alcohol because I get to enjoy the entertainment from the people out there who are drinking alcohol. Because if it wasn't for alcohol, you'd never have guys at parties that do this, you know, like, yeah, this band rocks, you guys are good.
Man, I thank God for those people, bro.
It's like these drunk guys are dancing with some chick, you know, they want to get into dirty dancing, but they're basically molesting the person, you know. Only with alcohol. It's just sober people standing over in the corner doing this. Yeah. I want to bring up our first comic of the evening. Let's hear it for the first comic of the evening. I love how I can command laughter. Let's hear it for Tom Herskowitz, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Herskowitz. Bring it on down. Look at this guy.
This is a bit tall for me. I feel like Lemmy from Motorhead. Ace of Spades! I'm an American citizen. I'm a patriot. I love my country. I served in the Marine Corps for 4 wonderful years, but I don't have... Thank you. But I do not have an American flag on my car. I'm sorry. Does that make me unpatriotic? I'm just curious. I saw something the other day that kind of took me for a loop. I saw this, Calvin and Hobbes, this character you see on the back of pickups, rednecks trucks, either on a Chevy or Ford, depending on what kind of redneck you are. I saw him holding in an American flag. I was like, what was that purchase like? Did a guy walk into the fast food place or the Quickie Mart and he's all, hey man, I'm getting kind of tired of on a Ford, because I drive a Ford, and I want to get something a little patriotic, get behind what's going on in the country. Oh bro, hey bro, hey bro, hey bro, I got something for you right here, bro. I got Calvin Hobbes, very, very funny character, hold American flag, huh? Put the two together, people love it. I was thinking about that, and I said, if that's what we're doing here, what's it like in Palestine right now? Does a guy walk into a Quickie Mart and be like, hey bro, I want to get something to put on my car. I want to talk about the occupation of Palestine by the Israelis. Do you have anything? My friend, I've got something for you. How about this? Calvin Hobbes on the Star of David, my friend. How about that? I was watching the Croc Hunter the other day, and I was noticing that they're always so polite and so helpful with the animals. They don't really. It's not the way it used to be. Men used to go out and hunt and kill animals, I figure if the Croc Hunter was going on 20 years ago, it'd be something along these lines, I'd be like, it's right here, my friends. Here's a two-step viper. Very nasty bugger, this one. It's called a two-step viper because after he bites you, the venom takes 2 steps and you're dead. Very, very bad, very bad. He's also very aggressive. If I was to let him down right here, he would come after me, and he wouldn't stop coming after me till he caught me and bit me. Very, very dangerous. Let's move on. That never made sense. I like NASCAR. Any NASCAR fans out there? Good for you. I noticed one thing though, that NASCAR is like a redneck fashion show. And it's like they wait all year to break out their best gear, their best hunting gear, And it's always like, please welcome to the runway now is Bubba Riley. Bubba is sporting the Realtree camouflage for this year's fall lineup, and notice his coveralls with one full zipper from knee to neck has deeper pockets for allowing the 24-ounce cans to smuggle them into the races. Crowning this wonderful achievement is his cowboy hat made out of a recycled cotton. And now welcome to the stage, Misty Meadow. Misty is sporting this year's couture of the fall lineup, and it is a negligee made out of blue bandanas. Very, very choice. And if you notice around the neckline, she has a sterling silver buckle. And this is allowing for quick access for that redneck mating call of, show us your woohoo! Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tom Herskowitz. Appreciate the time.
Is this guy cool or what? I like a guy with a beer logo on his shirt. You know what he's about right away.
Hi, I'm Rodney Carrington, and you're watching Comic Spotlight. And stay tuned. There's more.
Having a good time. I want to bring up our next comic. I really don't know how to say his last name, so if he gets mad at me for saying it wrong, I'll just have to refund his money. This is Ken Mathias. Mathias? It's Ken something. Which one is it?
So how many of you are thinking I can't spell weed? I can spell weed, y'all. These 4 letters actually provide spiritual guidance in my life. And whenever I have a difficult decision to make, I just think of these 4 letters and ask myself, well, what would Elvis do? you wake up in the morning, you're wondering, geez, what should I have for breakfast? Wheaties or Quaaludes? Well, what would Elvis do? I think Quaaludes. And you know the funnest part about having this long hair is when I'm driving down the street, you guys pulling up behind me, checking me out, thinking I'm a chick. I see you guys back there. As you pull up alongside, I turn my head. And when I get you sucked in really close, God, I hate it when it backfires, though. I gotta tell you, though, long hair is not all good, y'all. It's not all good. Don't grow your hair long, man. It's a powerful cop magnet. It's powerful. Almost as powerful as black skin. I tell you, I got busted the other day driving in that HOV lane. And it wasn't my fault neither, man. I'm sitting in this miserable traffic. I noticed cars were moving over to my left. But there was this big sign, high occupancy vehicles only. Well, I'm high. I only made it up to 9 miles per hour by the time the cops nabbed me. Cop was a classic too. He had them big mirror glasses looking down at me. You know why I pulled you over, son? Not high enough? Man, I didn't realize how much trouble I was in until I got to jail and they handed me that orange jumpsuit. Mine was crotchless. Oh, and then I had to go to court. Y'all take a piece of advice from me. Don't get stoned before you go to court, though. Have you ever been so high you kind of forget where you are? They brought out Exhibit A. Oh, that's what happened to my stash. And my lawyer p***ed his pants. Judge was cool, though. He just kind of chuckled and sentenced me to do 1,000 hours of community service. I started a school for drunk drivers. Oh yeah, it's really cool. Class starts every Tuesday at 4:30. 6:30 is last call. Then from 7 till 8 we practice. So I've been kind of upset with our government lately, man. You know, the head of our National Transportation Safety Bureau has just come up with this brilliant new plan to stop rubbernecker delays. He's designed 20-foot tall white screens he's gonna tow in front of accidents. It's gonna backfire. We're gonna have to slow way down trying to look around that piece of But I got the problem solved. If he wants to keep traffic moving, all he needs is 20-foot tall naked pictures of Janet Reno. Ow! Teamwork! You know, 64% of our congressmen feel a little frisky. They reach for that Viagra bottle. 72% of their wives get stressed out and pop, Prozac, Prozac. Virtually everyone gets that telephone call. Grandkids coming over? Fill them full of Ritalin before they get here. And they won't let me smoke pot. That's bull. Oh, the other funny one, man, the Surgeon General. That guy cracks me up, man. Surgeon General of the United States of America thinks he can keep us from screwing up our own lives by putting warning stickers on cigarettes and alcohol. If he wanted to keep me from screwing up my life, he would have put a warning sticker on my warning, use with caution. For vaginal application only. May cause pregnancy if taken internally. Choking and/or gagging may occur if taken orally. not a suppository. Man, that's our government. Oh, and that Viagra stuff, y'all, be careful. If you get that Viagra, be careful, man. It's dangerous stuff, man. I was not careful with my Viagra. I was bad. I left it laying around with the cap off. My dog got into it. I limped for a week. Listen, y'all, is it okay if I try out a new joke out on y'all? A new one? Cool, that's a good one. I wrote it down. Laughing, man. This fucker's laughing at me because I'm old, man. I need reading glasses. God. Don't get old, y'all, man. It's bad getting old. This is so weird, man. A couple minutes ago, I'm up there looking over my notes back in the back, and this cute young girl comes up to me and she says, you know, you look like somebody famous. And I'm thinking Meatloaf or Sammy Hagar, Joe Walsh maybe. She said Ben Franklin. Not a cool image, man. I don't like looking like Ben Franklin. God. It's making me feel really old. I mean, he was like 200 years old when he died 200 years ago. You just can't picture Ben Franklin getting his groove on, can you? Who's the president? It's no good, man. It sucks getting old, man. It just doesn't work like it used to. Like that 1 through 10 numbering system for chicks, it doesn't work anymore. All 10s, it doesn't work. So I have this new system. The number represents how long I think I'd last in bed. Funny thing is, Bo Derek is still 10 seconds. Guys, don't play this game, man. Don't do it. You'll find yourself fantasizing about less and less attractive women all the time. Man, can you think how long I'd last with K.D. Lang? Ew! I just wonder why is it every time I have the K.D. Lang fantasy, I feel gay. I also wonder, why is it when you drive out of town after about 45 minutes, the rock stations fade away, but country music goes on forever? Do you ever wonder why single guys have a shorter life expectancy when married men are so much more willing to die? Do you ever wonder why just by the time you achieve that perfect state of drunkenness, I mean that perfect state where it actually makes sense to go spend your money in a bar, they tell you you're too drunk to get in? Do you ever wonder why we call thin people skinny when fat guys got so much more skin? Do you ever wonder where they got the name for the Wonder Bra? It's because when you finally get it off her, you wonder where the went. Listen, y'all, I'm thinking about changing this Ben Franklin image. It's freaking me out, right? So I'm thinking maybe I'll grow a mustache. And I know this is kind of cheesy and corny, but tell me if you think this is any good. Come off of there, you piece of shit. Professional props. Yeah. It's gonna stay. Is it any better? You know, I got a problem kind of with this look too, because if it gets a little cold out at night, and I need my cows, this is not gonna work. Yeah. You need a cat, man, at night. Aging prop comic Gallagher, not any good either.
Just need the cat.
But I find out it's not too bad if I spin the cat. Ow! 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 What am I doing to myself? Ow! Hey, you've been a great audience. Thank you all for coming out and Smart Life Comedy. Ow! Ow!
we'll see you next time on Comic Spotlight TV.
Comic Spotlight is an RCM Media production, videotaped in front of a live audience at the Lakewood Theater in Dallas, Texas. For more information on how you can get tickets or be a guest on Comic Spotlight, visit us online at www.comicspotlight.com. This is Videobob, and I'll see you next time on Comic Spotlight, comedy for Generation X.